We'll do Oish Yud Aleph. Oish Yud Aleph. So the Rebbe continues now to explain what he brought down in the beginning of the Maimer, that in the time of the Beis Hamikdash, they would use the lulav even on Shabbos. If the first day of Sukkot came on Shabbos, in the time of the Beis Hamikdash, they would use the lulav in the Beis Hamikdash, but also in all of Yerushalayim, in all of places they would use the lulav on Shabbos. And after the Churban Beis Hamikdash, when the first day of Sukkot is on Shabbos, we don't use the lulav. Now, the reason given for that, the Gemara says, Gezeda the Rabba, that a person might carry it in the Rishus Harabim on Shabbos, and the Chachamim therefore took away this mitzvah of lulav. And the question is, how come in the time of the Beis Hamikdash they had the mitzvah, and they took away such an important mitzvah? But now that we explained that the whole idea, the behind the mitzvah of lulav is hamshachas hamakifim. So essentially on Shabbos, which is already a holy day, the makifim don't need the lulav in order to come down b'pnimius. Shabbos itself brings it down, the makifim and pnimius. However, in the time of the Beis Hamikdash, in makifim, they took a higher. Makifim itself, there's different madregas, so they brought down from a higher madrega in makifim itself. But nowadays, we cannot get to that madrega anyways in makifim. We only get to the level in which Shabbos brings by itself, so therefore we don't take the lulav on Shabbos. Look inside. Yudal. Zehu mashayot tevrishon shel chag shechal liyes b'Shabbos. This is that when the first day of Sukkot, of the Chag, comes out on a Shabbos, ein lulav deiche Shabbos, then the lulav does not override the Shabbos. But so now, once we understand, before we learned the idea of the lulav is to be mamshich, the makif of sukkah in apnemius, is kinetilas lulav hu bichdei lahamshich b'chinas hamakif the sukkah b'pnimius. The reason we take the lulav is in order to draw down the level of makif of sukkah into an inner. Lochein, and therefore, b'Shabbos she'oz meir hamakif b'bchinas pnimius. On Shabbos, just Shabbos itself, makif comes down in the pnimius. Mitzad inyan HaShabbos, because of Shabbos. Shabbos is, by definition, it becomes a holy day of Shabbos. That means that the makifim come down in a pnimius. Ain't tzarich kol kach linetilas lulav. That's why we don't need so much the lulav, because Shabbos accomplishes it. And that's why it's enough, a Gezeda de Rabba, which is a little far-fetched. It's not such a common thing to happen, that somebody's going to carry it. Arba Amas, they took away this mitzvah. Zochein, maspiko ha-Gezeda de Rabba. That's why the decree of Rabba, that you might carry it, is sufficient. Litchais netilas lulav, to push away the taking of the lulav, because on Shabbos there is inherently the mamshich, the makif in the pnimi, so we don't need the lulav for that. You're going to ask, if you don't need the lulav for that, so why when the Beis Hamikdash we do take the lulav even on Shabbos? Because in the time of the Beis Hamikdash we can mamshich even higher makifim, which we can't do anyways today with the lulav or without the lulav. So therefore, in our days we take away the lulav umash on Shabbos umash bizman Beis Hamikdash hoyunoitlin gam b'Shabbos. The fact that in the time of the Beis Hamikdash they would take the lulav also on Shabbos ulifi sheyesh kamo madreges b'makifim, because there are several steps in the level of makifim. When they take the lulav in the time of the Beis Hamikdash, they were able to draw down a higher level of makif, yoser mibchinas hamakif shenimshach b'Shabbos mitzad atzmai, more than the level of makif that extends on Shabbos on its own. So in the Beis Hamikdash, they couldn't tap in with the Netilas Lulav to a higher level of makif that Shabbos has on its own. Shabbos, Yom Tov, Beis Din has to say when Rosh Chodesh is, so it turns out that the humans are involved in the Kedusha of the Yom Tov. Mekadosh Yisrael v'azmanim, the Yidden make the zmanim, but Shabbos is Mekadsha v'kaima. It's already holy and exists, so we don't need no lul. So the certain levels of makifim is just inherently because it's the holy day of Shabbos. But when we take the lulav in the time of the Beis Hamikdash, we went even higher than the Shabbos is mekadsha v'kaim. And this happened v'gam b'chutz la'aretz bizman habayis. Not only in the Beis Hamikdash, but in the zaman of the Beis Hamikdash, when the Beis Hamikdash was in existence, even in Chutz La'aretz, in the time of the Beis Hamikdash, also there the lulav was taken on Shabbos because it brings a higher level of makifim. Hashem came bizman hagolus, as opposed to the time of exile, after the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash. Gam al yidei netilas lulav. Even when we take the lulav, it is impossible to draw down the level of the makif ha'elyon. And that which we do bring down now, we only bring down the makif that comes through Shabbos. So therefore, when it comes Shabbos and we have a problem of Gzeira de Rabba, you carry, you say, okay, anyways, lulav isn't going to do more than the Shabbos itself, so let's push away the lulav and we leave it for the Shabbos because of the Gzeira de Rabba. Mashenkin, in the time of the Beis Hamikdash, it was a higher level of makif, and therefore, even in Chutz La'aretz, even in outside of the Beis Hamikdash, therefore, we use the lulav even on Shabbos. As we said before, that Basukah is Teshvu, that our today sitting in the Sukkah prepares us for the Sukkah of La'osilove. The Kol Ezrach, future Ezrach Yeshu Basukahs, that the Sukkah's Teshvu, which is Hamshochas Hamakiv, the Sukkah, to draw down the level of makif of sukkah, this is a very close preparation to the time of kol ezrach b'Yisrael yeshu b'sukkos, she ezrach b'Yisrael she yizrach la'osilove, that will shine, ezrach b'Yisrael, that which will shine by the Yidden in the future, a much higher the gilui. Then will be the revelation of the true makif, highest level of makif, Bechinas Pnimius Atik, which is the level of the Pnimius of Atik in the future. Shezeu Hachidush Bahagilui de La'osilove. That's the novelty and the revelation of the future to come. Shachshav kol hagiluyim hem rak mibchinas chitzonius atik. Now all the revelation are only from the level of externality of atik. It's chitzonius atik. That's till le'osilove. Le'osilove is unique. Le'osilove yiyah gilui b'chinas pnimius atik. That will be the revelation of the Pnimius Atik. And this is also connected to the teaching of Mashiach. Zohu Mashikosu, also what the Pasuk says about Osid Lovei, Yishakeni Mineshikois Pihu. Let him kiss me, referencing to Hashem metaphorically from the kisses of his mouth. What are we talking about? This is talking about Sheyilmadu Teirosoi Shel Moshiach Mipiv Shel Moshiach. We are going to learn the teaching of Pihu. Pihu is Moshiach. Menishik is Pihu. Mipiv Shel Moshiach. We'll learn Torah from Moshiach. What is Moshiach? She'inyonei hu bechinas pnimiyus atik. Moshiach is at the level. His aspect is that he is from the level of the inner of Atik. And that's what comes out lost in love. So that comes out from Mashiach, because we see that while Mashiach, we're saying in the Pasuk that that everybody Adam, that we should sit in the sukkah. Mashiach is greater than Adam. That's greater than the level. That's previous. That's why Mashiach is higher also than Adam Harishon, because Mashiach is previous. As the Pasuk says about Mashiach, it says Yoram v'nisa v'gova me'oid. He will be exalted and raised and very high. The word me'oid is Adam, and it means that it will be higher than Adam. Me'oid is Adam. The word me'oid has the same letters as Adam. But we say Abel B'tziruf Hamoira Abligvu, but we add to me'oid to Adam Yoram v'nisa v'gova me'oid, which means that points to the Bligvul Shalamayla Gam Od Marisha, which is even higher than Marisha. This is when we say Basukas Teishu Kol Ezrach, that's Hamshochas Hamakif, the Sukkah, that bringing down the Makif Sukkah Yachona Kroiva, that's a very close preparation Lahagiluyim the Geula Hasidah, to revelation of the future redemption, Alidei Mashiach Tzidkenu, to a righteous Mashiach, Yovev Yigolenu, may he come and redeem us, Yelechenu Kermius Lartzenu, and lead us upright to our land, and then we will do for you the obligatory korbanos. Not like now we're doing the shalma for him, but all the porim that we're talking mitzvahs ritzenecha, as the command as you wanted us to do, which is literally bekorev mamish very soon.